Dyslexia is a complex neurological condition that primarily affects reading, writing, and language processing. It's not simply about poor spelling or words moving on a page, though these can be symptoms for some people. One of the biggest misconceptions about dyslexia is that it presents the same way for everyone, when in reality, no two people will experience it in exactly the same way. Dyslexia can make it harder to recall words or follow multi-step instruction, leading to inconsistent performance. Someone might be perfect at a task one day and struggle with it the next, causing frustration both for the individual themselves and for those around them. For young learners, dyslexia can make keeping up with peers difficult, sometimes leading to self-doubt or a lack of confidence in their abilities. Learning a secondary language can also be particularly challenging due to added demands on memory and phonological processing. This can make verbal expression slower and cause difficulty in recalling information, even when an individual fully understands a concept. However, dyslexia is not a sign of low intelligence or lack of effort. It is simply just a different way of processing information. School can be an exhausting experience for a dyslexic student, not because they aren't capable, but because the amount of effort it takes to process information. While peers may read instruction and move on, they are still trying to decode the first sentence. By the time they finally grasp what's being asked, the teacher is already on to explaining something new. Learning a secondary language While peers may read instruction and move on, they are still trying to decode the first sentence. By the time they finally grasp what's being asked, the teacher is already on to explaining something new. In exams, frustration builds, while questions blur together, terms get mixed up, and despite the hours of studying, the result never seems to reflect the amount of effort put in. School reports often say things like, need to improve on grammar or should work on timing, without acknowledging the fact how hard they've already worked just to keep up, or even the fact that they could be dyslexic. For many, the hardest part isn't the challenge itself. It's feeling like only their struggles are recognized, despite their creativity, problem solving, and determination. Their performance on a written test is often what defines them. The education system often struggles to fully support dyslexic students, as traditional teaching methods heavily rely on reading and writing. Since dyslexia primarily affects language processing, standardized testing, rigid grading systems, and a one-size-fits-all approach to learning can leave dyslexic students feeling frustrated, overlooked, and even doubting their own abilities without the right intervention. They may struggle with literacy, confidence, and academic performance. Schools that lack dyslexia-friendly strategies, such as multisensory learning, audiobooks, and extra time on tests, can leave dyslexic students feeling frustrated, overlooked, and even doubting their own abilities without the right intervention. But dyslexia isn't all about challenges. It also comes with incredible strengths. Many individuals are creative thinkers, problem solvers, and innovators, and often excel in big picture thinking and finding unique solutions to problems. Their ability to think outside of the box and visualize a problem make them well suited for careers in engineering, science, and architecture. In fact, some of the most successful minds in history, including Albert Einstein, Thomas Edison, and Agatha Christie, were all dyslexic, proving that this way of thinking can be a powerful asset. Many develop strong perseverance and adaptability from finding strategies that work with them, despite challenges like reading and writing. This perseverance helps them to adapt in situations that require innovation and flexibility. Many are highly skilled in oral communication, often understanding spoken instruction more easily than written ones. Their ability to process and absorb verbal information quickly make them excellent at storytelling, public speaking, and leadership roles. They also have natural talent for spotting patterns and trends in complex data, making them excellent at strategic planning and problem solving. Their strong visual and spatial reasoning skills often lead them to excel in fields that require an understanding of how things fit together, like design, mechanics, and visual arts. If the education system prioritizes early screening for dyslexia, individuals would receive timely support. Many students go undiagnosed for years, leading to frustration and academic setback. Beyond recognizing it early, schools must also recognize the strengths of dyslexic students. These strengths often go overlooked because their struggles are more visible in a traditional school environment. By fostering their talents and providing the right support, schools can help dyslexic students thrive both academically and personally. There is immense hope for dyslexic minds. As awareness grows, so do the resources and support systems available. Society is shifting its perspective, seeing dyslexia not as a disability, but of a different way of thinking with incredible potential. It is not a weakness. It is a different way of learning and thinking. And if we work together to spread awareness and create inclusive classrooms, we can help every student reach their full potential. No one should feel left behind due to their differences. It's time to ensure that dyslexic students feel seen, supported, and valued, not in spite of their challenges, but because of their incredible strengths. Thank you.